Ну что, продолжаю секрет князя.
Sarde, what can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were built by the congregation. In one of them we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions, questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
Окей.
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
А чё? Подожди, какой Фернандо? А это кто? Это где? Подожди. Фернандо... Фернандо это вот это тут. Да, ну нахер. То есть выбор, короче. Либо я с Петрусом поговорю, либо с Фернандо. Но если, получается, я поговорю с Фернандо, то телемцы узнают, или поймут. Так же, как и нафты. Так, Петрус, ты где? Чего спрятался? Вот ты ёшкин кот, а? Шо, Да подожди ты со своим предложением.
It is a very good idea, but alas, I have other problems to resolve first.
Блин, как неудобно разговаривать в доме, камера меняется, короче.
I had a meeting with Admiral
Да ты
Cabral
гонишь.
concerning what we found in those ruins. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on the subject.
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans. I suppose that she wants something in exchange.
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus met with some problems, and she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. Or rather, who. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Teleme, and refuse to express their faith.
Фанатики.
It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Teleme lands. And of course, seek out the Bishop Domitius.
Окей.
I'll see you later, father.
Take care, my child.
Потом. Вот я сначала закончим вот эту древнюю тайну, и потом уже пробьем вот это вот, и потом уже вот опять сюда. Надо сначала закончить. Вот это вот. Так. Дальше поговорить. Остается выбор, да? Кто такой Фернандо? Так, у меня здесь, по идее, должно быть 2, да? Фернандо. Ну, с епископом. Фернандо мне дали как бы второго. Не знаю, правильно делали или нет, но... Так, он... А, да, он там же. С наместницей же.
Yes? I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Nauts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature, just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the blood plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin.
Да. Кто не с нами, тот против нас, да? Это гениально.
It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in the stockhouses in the port.
What a nest of absurdities.
What other reaction would you expect from those responsible for the
Да это
curse?
голословное обвинение.
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Так. Короче, ни хрена не стало ясно. Скрыт тайны нафтов, о которых говорил Домициус. Чё за хреня? С какой стати я должен? Пойдем с генералом поговорим. Да елки-палки, я как... Ага. Ты кто? Ты генерал? Или ты не генерал? А это что?
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. De Sarde. Your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here.
Ты же второй
What can I do
помощник.
for you?
Или ты Фернандо уже?
Your admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Teleme. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then two of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men, I implore you. More questions?
Ну ладно.
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Nauts.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
And that bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Нет, ну какие-то ритуалы по-любому нафты
I've got everything
проводят,
I
я
need.
100%
The
уверен.
commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Nauts' secrets, but the documents at the Harbor Master's office may teach us something new, if we can stay discreet.
Да ну не хочу я, ну нахер. Это надо сейчас это переодеваться, блин. Ах. Так, где моя резиденция? Надо сейчас сначала туда сбегать и взять бушлат этот нафтовский. На всякий случай. Так. Как сюда прибежать? Прибежать, то есть. Тупик. Есть тупик. Так. Моя резиденция где? Либо тут, либо там. Значит там. Не мое? Так. Шундук. Ушла от матроса со взломом, да? Чумка. Давай за священника еще возьмем. Тупичок. Так, и было тут, вот тут вроде бы. Да. Так, теперь мне надо... Так, скрыть тайное расследование исчезновения. Скрыть тайное это здесь. Портовое управление. Я сначала расследовать. Правильно? Не пойму. И как? Расследуйте исчезновение нафтов. Каким образом? Чувак, нафтов не видел?
Good day. I'm looking for several sailors, some naughts that disappeared a few days ago.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. But I did hear talk like everyone else on the port, but that's all. You should ask the mage inquisitors who have taken up lodgings here of late. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere, and they spend their time spying on all that moves, especially eyeing all that the knots are up to.
And what do these mage inquisitors look like?
They wear a very peculiar symbol.
We cannot question all the inquisitors roaming around the island, especially considering what we've learned from Domitius. They must be doing everything in their power to discover the Naught's secrets.
И что ты предлагаешь? Я понимаю, но гениальное решение. И чё?
Good day. I'm looking for two men, Naughts, that went missing a few days ago. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, I do. 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having
Почему
a
был?
conversation with a sailor, a nice fellow. He was telling these stories. He was drinking hard. He went outside for a moment to, you can imagine, and well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to have passed out. If it were that, we would have found him. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you what.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here.
Но уже какая-то прогресс. Я, честно говоря, с нафтами отношения... Я пойду сейчас вот это вот типа скрытное отношение спрошу. Не хочу. Я взял, конечно, на всякий случай бушлат. Может быть, то есть... Если это будет прям действительно необходимо нужно, то да, пойду.
We're approaching the tavern. If we want to eavesdrop on conversations, we should be discreet.
В смысле незаметно? Кому?
When are we going to act? Our men are twiddling their thumbs, and that's bad for their morale. Let's not even speak about the guards at the prison. Who likes having clandestine prisoners in their jails?
You are impatient. We haven't
Это
been able
этот
to get out
козел,
what we
который
need to
был.
hear, but it won't be long. Then we can act and launch the grand purification of the Naughts. While waiting, keep your men on a leash, especially those in the jails.
Дебил,
If
блин.
the Mother Cardinal learns that you are detaining Naughts in a cell in your barracks,
We'll be in muddy waters, but then you will too. No need to remind.
А, они свою игру ведут?
I cannot believe that these lunatics dared capture some of my brothers to interrogate them. We must set them free from the Coin's jail as soon as possible. As for this talk of purification, gives me shivers.
Так. Где-то рядом. Пока... Там где двери-то, елки-палки? Выше пойти как-то надо. Так, это таверна, да? Нижний этаж. Сюда надо. Так, арена, монетный подъем. Это арена?
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice. You won't be disappointed. Of that I can assure you. Come on.
Чего? Где? Давай, покупаю. Эти дома и вообще запутаться можно. Так, это что? Это куда? Подъем. Тюрьма? Так. Так, их трое, если что, да?
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
Do not forget that there is only one song that can make us change our minds, Greenblood.
Played with golden notes.
You said it. Or songs of steel. They also open doors.
Ну ладно. Не.
And if I gave you this, so that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way for a while. But be discreet.
А он тебе...
Thank you. Thank you for getting us.
Подожди, а тебе похеру, что которые там стоят?
Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort
Да,
of
по-любому сейчас будем
wickedness.
драться.
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did this to us. It doesn't bode well. Not at all.
Как ты стримно смотришься?
Talking about it,
Вот
it's
эта
caused
татуировка
chaos.
вокруг губ.
Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification before they can execute their plan. And we should probably find out more about this secret first. If we do not discover anything reprehensible, we will have an easier time convincing the Mother Cardinal to intervene.
Так, подожди. Как? Дай пройти, ёлки-палки. Ну, в принципе, логично, в камере бы... Ай, ладно, побежали. Так. Так, а куда мне надо? В смысле, мне все-таки ее необходимо вот это сделать. Я думаю, наверное, сюда надо. $452 патрона, неплохо. Я уже запутался в этих... Вроде бы небольшой город, а что-то как-то это вот... Никак не могу запомнить, что есть где. Так, или здесь у них. Так, давай попробуем. Вот, типа мы священника. А чё? Чё тут? Чё прикольного? Солнышко нарисовано. Да. Пыточная. Так, а туда вниз я не могу никак, да? Ну, что-то какая-то маленькая, чтобы... Нет, ни хрена тут. А, вот еще. Ладно. Ну, у меня выхода нет, кроме вот этого вот. Подожди, а... А может с адмиралом поговорить? Ой, с адмиралом, с капитаном.
Good day, Sarde. How can I help you?
Не могу.
Thanks. I've got everything.
Не могу. Найдите другую дорогу. Так, одет. Я свой. Внимание всех натов, охраняющих склады. В порту замечены переодетые инквизиторы, которые пытаются проникнуть в здание. Приказываю удвоить охрану на особо важных складах. Всем быть предельно внимательным, не впускать в складские помещения никого, кроме нафтов. Защитите наши тайны любой ценой.
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Naughts are hiding from us.
I can assure you, you're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
Да, я могу вот это тут? Можно? Нет? Спасибо. Так, куда идти? Мне надо отсюда выйти, да? Тут можно перелезть? Так. Угу. Надо как-то обходить, да? Привет, братва. О. Трутовик настоящий. А, вот это вот фигня была. Так. Кто тут? Прошу как можно скорее отремонтировать крик дельфина на трезубце. Заодно замените барометр, как старый уже ненадежен. Экипаж не смог своевременно уйти от шторма и потерял парус. Действуйте осторожно. За нами следят инквизиторы.
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments. These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
Прикольно. Реально прикольно.
And that? It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use
Ну, чтоб ты знал.
but I certainly see nothing magic in here, nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be
Мостовой альянс? А.
I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the best of him.
Я же говорю
I don't
голосовому.
think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your own.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about the Malachor?
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it, but we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've discovered in this place.
Ну все. А, найти улики против. Окей. А теперь пошли улики искать против этих.
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
Великое очищение. Это костер. Я вот просто гарантирую, это костер. Так. Угу, улики. Так, оденем оттепери, мы одеваем священничка. Мы священник. Побежали. Блин, прикольно порт. С маяком. А, меня ж потом тогда на выходе поймали здесь. Так, ну давай смотреть. Здесь. Чик. Чик, ничего нет. Тут комнат немного, тут так что, в принципе, пофигу. Ёшкин кот. Как вы меня напугали внезапностью. И главное, мимо них не пройти было. Так. Сообщение от инквизитора и епископа Домициуса. Великое очищение начнется, как только все пленные нафты сознаются. Тогда у нас будет достаточно доказательств, чтобы получить разрешение предстоятельницы. Давно пора стереть с лица земли этих еретиков. Слишком долго мы позволяли им безнаказанно разгуливать по улицам наших городов. Впрочем, будем осторожны. Если наш план обнаружится, неприятности не миновать. Так. Прям уж меня это напугали. Ладно. Это не я. А у меня там выбор есть? Нет, у меня выбора нет. Пошел он нахер. А, я могу, либо мог бы и... Блин. Подожди, что-то я не понимаю тогда. Как это? Через него? Так он же замешан по всю, по самую эту макушку.
To have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. They obtained nothing. If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted.
Да. Подождите, надо про письмо сказать.
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony.
Но вот это я пообещал не говорить.
I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack, a great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naught building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order.
Это кому она сказала, арестуйте?
I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Nords. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
А чё его не арестовали? Вон он стоит. Так. Да. Портовый район. Давай секрет князя. Бегательная миссия. Туда, сюда, сюда, туда. Подмлял.
To Sarde, what can I do for you?
Рассказывай, давай.
I've settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminous. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies, we transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir-Fradi was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander. But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know
О,
why
как.
your family
А
has
я
done this
думал,
for all
он...
this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
Я думал, у него отец островитянин, а мать это. Тут там...
That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
I promise you that I knew nothing of it. And as far as I'm concerned, this changes nothing. I will keep watching over you.
А тут, получается, батя согрешил. А Стратенко, скорее всего, погибла на корабле. Ну, это удивительно, что тогда его не прогнала та.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters, like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see. I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black.
Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me. Constantine. There is a chance...
Малихором заболел.
I'm going to die.
No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I am dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't want...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time, and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you, to respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary, definitely, but never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off the heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now.
Внезапно как. Ну, конечно, ласка.
We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Сопровождение.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry before the guard can act.
Прикольно. Так, подожди, а нам никуда идти надо. Обеспечить безопасность советников, нижний этаж. А, это можно типа вот сюда пойти, да? Что за бред? Подожди. Подъем, ну так это... А. Интрига за интригой. Как это? А, ни хрена, это по-любому вниз надо идти. Но не вниз, я так понимаю, через главный вывод. Это было бы слишком просто, если... А там по-любому сейчас ждут. Там. О? Давай. На. Тихо, тихо, тихо. Вот. Солдатов жалко, солдаты вот. Просто исполняют свой долг. Ну или работу. А, я типа должен собрать наместника. Ой, блин. Этих какого? Помощников. Так, подожди. Тут проход есть? Ёшкин кот, да что ж такое? Падла. Жесть. Я не знаю, куда идти. Не понимаю, то есть. Так, ну это тюремная фигня, а это что? Это подвал типа винного погреба. Так, а это не просто стража? Может, просто стражу убью? Подвинься, да. Синенький, вечный пол. Ласка, ты там застрял? Слушай, тут тупик, походу. Да выйти дайте мне. Так, Ласка там застрял. Библиотека.
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am consigned to my
Я бы не сказал бы, что хорошее место.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone sick who is dear to me, and the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You are dear to me as well.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude.
А, надо еще одного суда советника. Сверху, да, походу, получается. Ну, это уже в следующий раз. Как-то так.